Hello, I'm not sure what today's video is about, so I've just clicked record and gonna go from there. As always, Diva was just scratching on one of her scratch pads. But yeah, I haven't had an idea for a video this week and it's bothering me because it's Tuesday and I've been trying to get my vlog filmed either over the weekend or early in the week, so then I can edit the next couple of days. It's good to go at the weekend and I can do what I want at the weekend. Does that make sense? So I just went for a walk, as you will have seen. Only a 10-minute walk just around my block. And I say only a 10-minute walk, but for someone that's got agoraphobia, that's a big deal. I'm proud of myself for getting that done. My little bit of exposure therapy. I'm going to continue to do it every day. It's not necessarily about how long you're out for. It's about getting out the door. That rhymed. The actions that you have to take to get out. Do you know what I mean? Like getting myself ready, putting my trainers on, putting my coat on, doing all my checks. I don't know why I'm doing that because I do have to do all my checks and then get out the door. Eventually that will be second nature and then I can think about how long I'm going to be out for. It doesn't matter if I walk out my front door and come back in as long as I'm working towards it. That's something that I'm working on now. I guess that's what I wanted to talk about. What else? Oh, I was thinking to myself, what do you want to do with your channel? Like, where is it going? Because as much as I enjoy doing day in the lives and things like that, they like skim the surface. Does that make sense? It's not the reason I started my channel in the first place. I started my channel so that I could share my stories and be raw and open, I guess in like a therapeutic way, because therapy is so expensive and then and then they've got better help and things like that, which you need a fucking mortgage to pay it off. Oh, can you hear Diva now in the litter tray? I swear they wait until I press play. And I thought, do you know what? I've never told my story as to why I even started my channel. And that's because I've been scared to. And it's not that anything I have to say is any different to what other people go through, but it's still my story and it leaves me very vulnerable. But again, that is why I started my channel, to help me through some of the worst times of my life and get to express myself, voice, my opinions, my feelings, because I'm not much of a talker. Believe it or not. No, I'm not. When it comes to feelings, relationships, friends, partner, family, whatever type of relationship, I'm not a talker. I keep everything to myself, to the point that I've made myself really poorly, and I think that's where the fibro began. Well, it began when I stopped drinking. That's a part of the story that I want to get to. I hope this makes sense. But I also started my channel because I know that I'm not the only person that feels the way that I do. I'm already finding you through my channel. Give other people the opportunity to speak their feelings in the comments, whether it's to me or to each other interacting, or be an observer. Just know that you're not on your own. That was the point of my channel. And I think that's why I've struggled to film and why I was so depressed last year. It's because I didn't know what I was doing, didn't know. Oh, see, I'm stuttering because it's it felt like aimless. I wasn't going anywhere with my channel, which, I mean, I started my channel in 2021, and granted, I've been extremely poorly throughout that time, and I've never given up on it, so there is that, I guess. I've lost my train of thought now. Where did I get to? Diva, you're distracting me.
Anyway,
I find it hard to express my feelings in a communicative way, like verbally. And I want to work on that. And I think why I was so depressed is because I was doing everything aimlessly. Didn't know where I was going with anything, with my life, with anything. I just felt lost. I have felt lost for a lot of years. I keep forgetting what I'm saying. See, this is why I can't communicate, because I get overwhelmed and then can't even remember what it is that I was trying to say. Which actually, thinking about it, is what happened a lot in relationships. You know, when someone's like, talk to me, what's wrong, what's going on? And I'll be like, talk to me, what's going on? And in the end, I would just shut down and just be like this. because I couldn't say anything, because I couldn't find the words, or because there were so many words going on that I couldn't pick out a sentence. Wow, see, I'm just all over the place. I guess that's where I could start, really. I guess that's where it did start. Relationships. The tale as old as time. Heartbreak. Yeah. Are we really going there? Are we really going there? Yeah, I think I need to. I think I need to talk about these things because they're what's been holding me back for so long. And because I don't share with people how I'm feeling, you know, like if you have a breakup with somebody, or if you have an argument with your friend, or if you fail a test, or you're in severe pain, I haven't had anyone to talk to about it because my family, we're not talkers. It's not just me. We're not talkers, at least not with each other. And I don't have any physical friends. And then the few friends that I do have that I talk to over message, I worry that I'm taking over the conversations and it's all me, and that I'm repetitive. And then when I'm depressed, I've got nothing good to say. So it's just like, I'd rather just say nothing and I just keep myself to myself, which isn't healthy. It isn't helping. And this year is all about Ello Wellness, is about my wellness as a whole. So I'm really nervous. My heart's going mental. But it is, the idea came up for a YouTube channel way back when, back in 2016. I started a channel. It was called Janine J9 Wright. It's still live, active, whatever, but I don't know the password and I've tried to get into it and was unsuccessful. So it's just floating around out there. I'll link it below in case anyone's interested. Oh my God, the quality must be so bad. There's a poem on there that I wrote. Trigger warning, it is really depressing. Really depressing. It's got about 8,500 views on it. I mean, it only took 10 years. That was all about heartbreak, and that will give a look into where my mental state was at that time. So it all started, oh God, do you know why I don't want to talk about it? Because it was so long ago that I feel silly, because it's not the person I am now, and it's not that these people still affect me. It's my obsessive compulsive disorder and my compulsions and obsessions that won't let me let it go completely. And like I say, I don't talk to anybody. So I'm thinking, if I just talk to you, just put it out there to everybody. I don't do things by halves. I've gone red. I don't do things by halves. Then maybe I'll finally be able to stop obsessing about it. Like I say, it's not me. It's not, you know, the saying, don't believe everything you think, which I don't. And logically, I know I don't. And it doesn't make any sense. But it won't, these thoughts won't fuck off. So yeah, here we are. Anyway, around 2016, I started a new channel. I'd been floating around for a couple of years after a breakup. In absolute turmoil, completely devastated, heartbroken. Aw, that poor Janine. I wish I could give her a hug now and say, you are worthy. Oh, am I going to get emotional? I don't know what this video is. But I think I need to talk about it, else I wouldn't be sat here right now, would I? Maybe I'll just film it and not share it. But I wish I could have told her that she was worthy. Because, yeah, every relationship I've had, I've been cheated on. And then which happens to the majority of people, and I'm not like, that is what it is. I can forgive that, move on from that. I've been angry at myself for all these years because I let people use me and walk all over me and manipulate me, and people would look at me and think that I wouldn't take anybody's shit. I don't know where I'm going with this. I don't know where I'm going with this. But I was a muppet. I was a muppet. I let people shit on me and then shit on me again and then come back for more. And I think that's what's kept me stuck for so long. Not the person, me. Thinking, why didn't you stand up for yourself? Why didn't you have more respect for yourself? Why didn't you just tell them to fuck off? when I'm uncomfortable and embarrassed. Anyway, so that was in 2016, and then that is when I started pole. Absolutely loved it. Struggled immensely. Struggled to get there. Once I was there, it was a struggle, but I continued to push myself because I loved it that much. There was times when I didn't go to my sessions because they were group sessions, but I did make a friend that made it. We always worked together. I looked forward to that as well. Sam, her name. Petite little thing that could fling herself around the pole, and then there's me with my gangly legs. That's when I got into pole, and it was on and off from then for the last 10 years because of my mental health and drinking at the time, and agoraphobia that I masked through drinking at the time. So that was 2016. Yeah. And then from 2017 to 2019, well, in the space of 14 months, so just over a year, my auntie passed away suddenly. My dad passed away suddenly. He'd been really poorly, and I don't know if I can talk about this. Come on, Janine. He would say, fix up, look sharp. He was already poorly. He'd had bowel cancer. He was in remission. He was in hospital. I'm not sure if it was for the cancer or because he had other complications, or if it was for that. He was about to get released after the remission. Dad being dad, just wanted to get home, so he left early, and then he passed away suddenly. So we were thinking that he was, he survived cancer, it's going to be okay. And then suddenly he was gone. See, I've never really spoken about him or my auntie or the relationship that fucking ruined me. I've never really spoken about him because it hurts too much. And it was 8 years ago this year. Oh, I didn't think that I was going to be crying today. Oh well, at least these antidepressants, I can still fucking cry. Normally they numb you down so much that you can't even cry. That's my poor auntie and my poor dad. And then I came home another time a few months later. One of my cats was dead on the bed. She was my first cat that I had since living on my own. She was the first pet I'd had. She was only 8.5. And when I got back, she was just curled up in a ball on the bed. I know people will be thinking, oh, it's just a cat. And it's like, no, she was my baby. My first baby. For all this time, I've had so much guilt and that she had to die on her own. I just wish I'd been there for her. I spent the next week on the sofa. I couldn't sleep in my bed on my sofa. Couldn't eat or anything, and it was just an absolute wreck. That's why I struggle to go out now. It took me a while to realise, to acknowledge that. That's why it's so hard for me to go out now, I think, because it was traumatising. Don't get me wrong, it's all been traumatising, but she was the little creature that was with me. She was mine, Where did I get to? Yeah, that's why I struggle to go out now, because I fear that something will happen to one of them, whatever, while I'm gone. Or the thought of coming home and finding that again is just like unbearable. Carmen, her name was. Carmen, nickname was Wooies or Woo. I'll put a picture up. Beautiful little thing, beautiful soul, beautiful natured. It's just dawning on me more and more that that's a big factor in why I can't go out. I guess that's what this video is all about, my agoraphobia and Wow. Oh, and the fact that she was 7 years gone in January. I know to some of you it seems silly, but my cats have always been my life. They've kept me alive many occasions. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to get so depressing, dark. But yeah, I guess that's what this video is about. Gone off on tangents and roundabout ways, but it's time now that I start talking about these things so I can let them, I'll never forget them, but I can let them go and move on with my life because I deserve one. As I've told myself that I'm not deserving through all the guilt, like when my dad died, I only got to see him twice that year, in a whole year. And it's because of what I always do. I fucking stop crying. I distanced myself. I would try my hardest to push myself to see him, and I just couldn't make myself do it because I didn't want to see it, which sounds awful, I know, and selfish. So there's a lot of guilt. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to trauma dump. I didn't know I was going to be trauma dumping. Oh, here he comes. You know I'm upset, don't you? She's okay. It's actually a bit of a relief, to be honest. God, just so much happened after all that is when I stopped drinking. I think I'm going to save that for another time because stop drinking going into the fibro and all my diagnoses that I've got now, this video will be way too long. And I've got a headache. I've given myself a headache. But yes, all this to say, I don't know what I've just said. I don't know if I'm going to share it. If I do, please be kind. Or just make me laugh. I've punished myself for long enough now. I need to forgive myself. Like with the relationships, I blamed myself for a long time. Nothing is one-sided. I am aware, I know my flaws and where I go wrong. So that's what that taught me. Losing people or fur babies that's so close to you ripped me to pieces, quite literally, fibro. Because that's how it feels the majority of the time. Like my muscle fibres are just being torn. There's a lesson in it all, and I can see those lessons, and it's time that I started living through the lessons instead of squatting there. And I can't just live in this little bubble anymore. It's scary how many days can go by and I look back and think, wow, I haven't been out in 2 weeks. I haven't been out in a month. Last year I spent 6 months on this sofa in a depressive episode, barely able to wash myself. I know, you was there though, weren't you? So yes, I'm so sorry. I don't know what this video is. What a fucking roller coaster. If you're still here, fucking take my hat off to you. I don't know how to end this now because it's like I've just hi trauma dumped. See ya. That's what I was gonna say. Would anybody be interested in me doing a live like Q&A? That rhymed. Don't worry, I wouldn't. Well, I can't promise. I was gonna say I won't be a crime wreck, but I can't promise. You want raw? You've got raw. I'm okay. She's okay. Say hello. Anyway, thank you for listening. I appreciate you all. I can see my regular commenters and it's lovely how you cheer me on and cheer me up. Do my best to be better at responding. Again, that's like a fear thing. People don't like answering the phone. I've got to the point where I can't answer text. I can't answer comments or messages. It's not funny, is it? It's not funny. Anyway, thank you for listening to my TED Talk. Oh my God, am I even going to share this? Probably not. Love ya. Fuck off.